Hey guys, today I'm going to make a video on my morning bell day trades I made on PayPal, Facebook, and Tesla. The notes are from AwesomeCallsTrading, AwesomeCallsTrading.com. It's from AJTrader7 on Twitter, but that's where I get the notes from. So he comes on at 8:15, 8 o'clock, and then by 8:15 the notes are out. And so I copy and paste it in Notepad right here. And draw my lines. So for PayPal, it says, if it breaks 286, it's going to go up 3 to 5 points. So here's the first price target right here at 289. To enter puts, it would have been at 283. Facebook, 362.50 was to enter calls. If it snaps 359 for puts. And then for Tesla, if it breaks 651, I can enter calls, and then puts, it was to snap 647. That's off the screen. But today, I made 830 profit in 28 total seconds playing these three. 9 seconds Facebook, 10 seconds Tesla, 9 seconds PayPal. You're probably wondering, well, why are you doing it so fast? Tesla ran all the way up here. But I didn't know that. I was just trying to get in and out. I could have re-entered, to be honest. But today I played Baba, Facebook, Myrna, Nvidia, PayPal, QQQ, Roku, and Tesla. And overall, I won on Facebook, Nvidia, and Roku. So Tesla, even though I won on this, I ended up giving it straight back. So that's what happens when you day trade, and if you overtrade, you can just give it straight back. But I still ended the day green at over $700 profit, so it is what it is. I got up to 1307 profit and just gave half back. Overtraded. Some setups didn't work out, and that's just how it goes sometimes. But I'm gonna go over the plays that I did chronologically. The first one I did was Facebook. So for Facebook, it says, stock gapping down 12 points. Do not long unless pop at the open to 362.50. Then look for nice 3 to 5 point push to the upside. Then watch for topping. If this snaps at the open 359, look for a sell-off to 350 to 352 area or under. Then watch for bottom curl and slow move to the upside on fresh buyers coming in. So as you can see right here, I played the calls. My first entry on Facebook was 832, Tesla was 833, PayPal was 841, and this is Central Time. So this is 2 minutes into market open, 3 minutes into market open, 11 minutes into market open. So I waited for him, kinda. I waited for him to do whatever it was supposed to do. So for Facebook, it broke 362. If it breaks 362.50, right? So literally look how close I bought it. 832.10. Here's the line at 832. If it broke 362.50, look, it opened up at 363. So yeah, you're right, I could have bought it at 831, but look at this candle right here. That looks horrible. So I wasn't trying to buy it on that one. And then I'm like, okay, if this third minute it confirmed breaks, I'm in. So someone had asked, well, how are you doing it? Can you show me? And I was going to make a whole video about it, which I still will at a later date. But basically, I just go to the options chain right here. Before I'm even in it, I already, went to 365 calls on Facebook, buy a single, It pops open right here. I change it to market. It defaults to 10, so put whatever default core position you want to do. And then hit confirm send, and then it's already ready. Right here, I'm just waiting. Just when am I gonna enter? I have my finger on the trigger, so that's what I do. And as soon as it breaks that line, boom, I'm in. So that's what I do to actually enter. But yeah, once I enter, I'm in. And then, obviously it says 10 seconds, so you're wondering, well, how'd you do it so fast, So I bought these at 353 and I sold them for 395. So on my monitor, right here at 353, and then 395. It was these right here, the first trade of the day. So yeah, 832.10 to 832.19, right? So on my options chain, literally like the second I bought it, I right clicked on it, right click single limit, you know, it's already set. Let's see on my monitor, as you can see here, you know, I set a limit. Minimize that, and you can see I sold it at a limit. Tesla, you know, bought it at market, sold it at a limit. Tesla, bought it at market, sold it at a limit. Here's my PayPal trade, bought it at market, sold it at limit. So you're probably wondering, well, how'd you know to set it to that? Because I'm sitting there watching the spread right here, you know, right now. Look, these contracts, you know, I bought these at 353 and I sold them for 395. Now they're 51 and 54 bid and ask. So like, obviously, if I would have held on to these today, you know, spent $3,500, it would only be worth $500 right now. So I'm trying to like get rid of it as fast as possible. I sold it for almost $4,000, you know, but I'm just watching the spread. You know, right here, I would have been in 365 calls. You know, sell single right here. I'm watching this number live. The market's closed now, so this number's flying. And I'm just like, oh, it's at, you know, I already know at that point my average position is 353. So like, you know, it'd be 350 right there. 353, that would be my price. And I'm just constantly moving this thing. I'm like, oh, where's the spread at? And I'll, like, whatever the ask is, you know, say this was at, you know, I sold this at 395, right? So the ask probably said like 400. So, you know, instead of like being super greedy and just trying to get 400, I just set it like 395, a little lower, and I hit confirm send, just praying it fills. And say it doesn't, I'll go, you know, cancel replace on it. Once it's open, you can actually have a thing where it says cancel replace, and I'll change this limit to 390 or 3, you know, and just try to lower it as fast as possible. But yeah, that's kind of a quick rundown of how I actually execute it so fast. So, because I'm already halfway there, like I'm already about to enter the calls because I see it about to break, you know. So, but anyways, sold it for 395.
Motion detected at the garage.
So I bought that at 832.10, sold it at 832.19. So Tesla on the next play, I did 650 calls, got, you know, on Facebook I got 420 profit in 9 seconds. On these Tesla 650 calls, I got 250 profit in 10 seconds. So for AJ's notes on Tesla, played that next, you know, right here. Another day of fun. It was at 646.98, gapping up 3 points. Do not long unless pop at the open to 651. Clear that, then look for nice 4 to 6 point push to the upside. Then watch for topping. If this snaps 647 at the open, look for nice 4 to 6 point sell off. Then watch for bottom curl and slow move to the upside. So Tesla right here, you know, it needs to snap 651 for me to enter calls. It needs to snap 647 to enter puts. So I played the calls right here, so it needs to break 651, right? It needs to just break this line. So this gray area is pre-market. This is morning bell right at this line. Black is just black backgrounds, you know, open. So Tesla, you know, I bought it at 833.04. So in this third minute, 1 2 3 833.04, so like right here, you know, so it already broke it. It broke it in the first minute, it broke it in the second minute, and it already broke it in the third. I could have entered, you know, I just didn't want to be hasty. I was just trying to train my brain to like, all right, maybe wait for another minute or two of confirmation, you know. So I do that. I enter at 833.04. I exit at 833.14 in 10 seconds. So, you know, I bought those for 830 and I sold it for 855. But I mean, like, look, AJ's line, he said it was going from 651 all the way to, 655, maybe all the way up to 657. But look, this top right here, it hit 662. It went like, this is AJ's top line that I made that was yellow, but he's just giving you a conservative estimate. He's not going to be able to magically call the real top of this. But did go a little higher. Yeah, you could have held it and been a little risky and really rode that. But I just sold it right away and took my 250 and walked away. So I did play it several times, and Tesla. I mean, I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different contracts on that one, and I had gains on all of them except for 2. But the 2 losses that I took on Tesla using the strategy that I'm currently using, I lost more than all those wins that I had on Tesla. I ended up being red on Tesla, but luckily I was green on Facebook, Roku, and Nvidia that pulled me out of that overall. In day trading, you just have to win more than you lose. So you're going to take some L's. It is what it is. So Tesla got 250 on that. But I mean, honestly, like, should have really been looking at these indicators showing me that there was more upside. I could have got faked out on this 1 minute red candle, but like, it was clear trend up. And really, even though it was a dub, like, I need to really train my brain to figure out how to hold these longer, not sell out of fear and just scalping it for pennies, essentially. Like, that cost me 8 racks, $8,300, and I could have net a ton of money. 662, I bought in at 651. I mean, that's 11 points. Delta's 0.5 on that. That's $5,500 of profit from this green line to this red line. I mean, max potential profit, obviously. Like, if you capture that whole thing, you're just a G. So, but look, I mean, I got pennies, but look, I got profit. I'm happy. Next one, PayPal. Stock gapping down 17 points. Do not long unless pop at the open to 286. Then look for nice 3 to 5 points. Short cover push to the upside, then watch for topping. If this snaps 283 at open, look for quick flush down to 275 to 277 and under, then watch for bottom curl on it. So with PayPal, here's the call line, 286. I would have entered right there. I would have entered puts at 283 right there. And so I entered that at 841.07. So right here. And as you can see, it's like literally right when it broke his line right there. Like right up here's the green line, and boom, I'm in it right there. So, I mean, it topped out at 287.76 here. It eventually it bounced off of AJ's, where to enter puts, but it went all the way to 288.97. But I mean, I don't know who would have held this the whole time. Maybe re-enter right here and scalped it right here, and then try to re-enter right here, and that would have been a play too. So you could have done it twice. You could have did it right here where I did it, or you could have done it right here. You could have just waited for it right here. You could have done it. So you had several times. But look, say you tried it on this, boom, it tanks. So I mean, you take that risk though, and if it tanks below a certain point, at that point you need to manage your trade and decide what you want to do. But right there, hopefully you didn't fear sell, and right here at bases, and boom, you could at least made this, and then even re-entered right here. But that's in hindsight, you would have never known. Mine was right here. I sold it within 9 seconds. I bought those for 364, sold it at 380, bought it at 841.07 and sold it at 841.16. So I made 160 profit in 9 seconds. Obviously, I made a Myrna video the other day where in 10-20 seconds I made 1,400. That was awesome. Obviously these profits are a lot smaller, but these base hits add up to $830. And then like I'm up 725 or something for the day. Say I didn't make this 830. I would have been negative for the day if I would have just started trading and never traded these 3. So it gave me the breathing room that I needed. I knew I was up 830 just from these 3 plays from AJ. So like once I lost half, I'm like, oh, I'm done. I'm not gonna go red, So I'm glad I was able to stop, and I was like, I'm just gonna make a YouTube video. So do whatever it takes to get your mind off of once you're up big. I should have taken my 1300 and walked away, but I kept trading and gave half back, and that's how it goes. So I'm glad I still ended in the profit, and without AJ's notes, would have been red for the day, but I'm ending green just from these 3 plays in 28 seconds. So let me know what you think, guys. That was a recap of 3 of many of my plays today, but the most profitable is right in the morning from morning bell 8:30 to like 30 minutes to an hour in, and then after that things are trading sideways, volume drops off. So that's really where you make all your money, and then you can just try to look for plays and setups after. But that's why I make these recap videos, because that's where you're the most profitable. There's the most volume, momentum, and range, So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. Y'all have a good one.